So the ambition of the book, in many ways, is to establish a field of practice that is under-recognized, is oftentimes marginalized within people's practice, but at the same time, these collaborative works are oftentimes very dear to the collaborators. They were opportunities to focus on ideas, to experiment in a different space, not necessarily a space free of constraint, but with different constraints. So while we normally build things that are grounded and have foundations and endure, in these spaces things tend to be ephemeral, dismounted repeatedly, oftentimes suspended, lightweight, and of a totally other end of the budget spectrum. So they pose lots of challenges for the architects as well as for the choreographers. The project has gone through multiple shapes and ideas about which projects, why, what are the thematics that gather and organize them, what kind of stories do they tell. This has finally kind of come together in a new shape in the last couple of years. Under 6 headings. I've organized it as 40 case studies over 40 years. And what has emerged through the examination of these projects are, some of them ask questions about what is a dancing body, or can architecture dance, or how can a dance reveal hidden histories of place that are embedded in a site, or how can and does the architecture choreograph the dancer, or how do we look to other creative practices to mine those for ideas for making a work in yet another medium, or how can these projects be a tool to critically reflect on the constraints of our own medium and discipline. And each chapter has both a kind of theoretical text and it's 6 case studies with images from the architect and the choreographer that may include sketches, photographs of models, scores, and the performed work. And then I've been fortunate enough to win a Graham Foundation grant, which has been allowing me to hire students once again to help build digital models from which we're making isometric illustrations of the spaces for the vast majority of the projects that are featured in the book. So I think it will both kind of establish this field of practice and will also raise lots of, I hope, critical questions and be inspiring for folks who are interested in a kind of interdisciplinary dialogue and what that affords, what kind of questions that affords, and just all the beautiful works that have been made.